Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for joining me on this really nice Friday morning. Yeah, I'm uploading a little extra content this week. I hope you like it. Anyway, today I've got the Spinnaker Croft mid-size limited edition automatic. This is model number SP-5095-33. Spinnaker was kind enough to send me one of their latest models that's coming out. This is actually going to be a limited edition. I think y'all are going to like it. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As you all know, I get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, this is normal Spinnaker packaging. This is obviously limited edition, so it's got a little limited edition text on it. Nothing revolutionary, nothing super new about this. Now, if you notice, this is the same type of box you would get if you were to buy an Aviate watch. Both brands are owned by the same company called Dartmouth Brands, so it's the same type of box. Aviate, obviously, they're aviation inspired. Spinnaker is more nautical, marine inspired, but it's basically the same type of box. All right, now I'll go ahead and give you all the 7 specs you need to know down there in the description field, and then of course, you know, we'll talk more about this watch here in more detail. All right, so let's take it off the pillow. There you go. Now, if you look in here, below the foam, sounds like some sort of blog, below the foam. Join us every Friday for Below the Foam. Gosh dang it, if I can get this thing out of here. All right, here we go. So these are actually limited edition. They're actually numbered. Now, this particular example is not, because this is a sample watch, so they don't actually number these. So this doesn't have a serial number on, I'm sorry, it doesn't have a limited edition number on, like, you know, number 235 of 600. This is just a sample, and it's also the same on the box. See here it says 000. That means this one is actually not part of the production run. This is one that's been sent to reviewers. So there you go. So if you ever see 000 on one of these, if you're buying a watch somewhere, you're like, oh yeah, this is not actually limited edition. This is a sample that was sent to a YouTuber. There you go. All right. So if you look in here, there you go. See, it says is no number before the 600. Now, I'm not quite sure if there are 600 of each example of each colorway, because I think there's, what, 4 colorways? Are there 600 of each colorway, or there are a total of 600? I do not know. I couldn't get an answer from Spinnaker fast enough, so I don't know. I really don't know. I was getting ready to make a guess. I was like, you know what? Don't make a guess, because you just don't know. All right, so there you go. So there is your manual, instruction manual. There's your limited edition certificate. And of course, here is your warranty card right there. All right, so let's put all this stuff back. Yada, yada, yada. Now, I like Spinnaker watches. I think they have some really, really cool designs. Pretty original designs. And I'll be honest with you guys, I like Spinnaker watches over the Aviate simply because I like dive watches. I like nautical theme watches. I like dive watches. I like tougher watches. I'm just not into the aviation style watches. I just never have been. They just don't do anything for me. I'm not a pilot. I'm not a plane watcher. I just don't care much about aviation stuff. I mean, it's cool, but it's just not my thing. You know, some people, some people are into cars, planes, trains, whatever, automobiles, whatever. And the Aviate stuff, I mean, they're cool watches. They're nice. And if you're an aviation fan, you probably absolutely love them. But I'm just, I'm more of a dive watch guy. Now, if you can see that blue, now it's funny, when I first looked at this thing, I was like, you know what? Is that a blue ring, like a blue inner rehaut or something, or chapter ring? That's actually the blue reflecting off the sapphire crystal. That's the AR coating on the crystal. So it's not an actual blue ring in there. That's your crystal. All right, so let me get the rest of this stuff out of the way here. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and tell you the 7 specs you need to know. That I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description. So you're looking at a 40mm stainless steel case. It's 14.6 millimeters thick. Bracelet is a 28mm stainless steel. It's only water resistant to 150 meters, which is 500 feet. Instead of like the normal 200 meters you would see on an average dive watch, or at least 100 meters, this is 150 meters instead of 200 meters. So again, that's 500 feet. The movement is a Seiko NH70, which you're looking at about 41 hours of power reserve. Again, you do get a sapphire crystal with an anti-reflective coating. Of course, all the other stuff you want to check down there. You know, it's got a screw down crown at 9 o'clock, 120 click unidirectional bezel, fantastic bezel. And I got to try to remind myself in this review to actually turn that bezel. Really, really, really nice bezel. Almost absolutely no back play on this thing. It does weigh 160 grams, which is a little bit on the heavy side. I like my watches to stay below about, below about 150 if they're going to be an all, stainless steel watch, stainless steel bracelet, all that good stuff. Anything above that, it's just getting, it's just unnecessary weight to me. That's just my personal opinion. Some folks, rocking Victas that are like 200 grams or something. I don't, the watch doesn't have to be heavy. Like if they can make it out of titanium or something and still be metal, that's fantastic. But I just don't like my watches to be too heavy. That's just me. All right. What else is I going to tell you about this thing? So there are your specs. I love the look of the watch. I love this kind of bronzy gold. And you know what? While I still remember, let me go and do this bezel here. Wow, fantastic click action on this bezel, guys. And literally, just the bare minimum of back play. Wow, really cool. Now, I just realized, I think this thing still has, it's still got the protective sticker on it. You know what? Let's take this sticker off. There we go. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Really cool. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So really nice bezel, limited back play. Again, 120 click. Of course, you can see the skeletonized Seiko movement inside of there. You got your hands here. Your hands have Super-LumiNova on them. Your indexes have Super-LumiNova on them. Really nice. What is this? A Seiko, what is it? NH70 movement. About a 41-hour power reserve. No date, no day, just time only, just a 3-hand. So you got your hour, minute, and your second hand right there. And is this thing running? Yeah, it's running. You got a little bit of luminous pip right there on the second hand as well. Nice crown. I think it's a signed crown. Yep, you got the Spinnaker logo right there. Let me unscrew this thing. All right, nice screw and unscrew action. And of course, your first position is your only position because that's the only position it has. It's just time only, no date or anything like that. So that's how you set the time. And of course, it is a hacking movement, so that second hand is going to stop for you. So just go ahead and set this, I don't know, for what, 7 o'clock or something. So there you go. Just go back to 7 o'clock. Push the crown back in. Bing, bam, boom. Let's go ahead and screw it back. There we go. I was just winding it there. All right. Really nice. Let's look at the rest of the watch. Nothing really revolutionary, guys. You got a lot of brushed surfaces. You got a little polished area. A lot of watch companies do this. We'll have a little polished area right there on the shoulders of the lugs. Bracelet. Actually, I still have the plastic on the bracelet. So anyway, there's your bracelet. Gosh, I forgot to take off all this stuff. Man, I apologize. Anyway, there's the back of the watch. You can see the movement there, Spinnaker movement. It's like a navy blue on the rotor right there. You got a little Geneva stripes, a little Geneva striping on the rotor. It says Spinnaker. And of course, around the periphery, it tells you the rest of the watch information. It's water resistant to 150 meters, yada, yada, yada. Sapphire crystal, all that good stuff. Here is the tag for it right there. SP-5095-33. Let's go ahead, and before I forget, let's go ahead and try this thing on if I can. I think I might have to. Let me see here. Yeah, I have to take off all the plastic. I apologize, guys. I have to take off all the plastic and all this other stuff. And I just, honestly, I don't want to do that right now. But I know by the size of the strap, I know it's going to fit me no problem. It's probably actually going to be a tad bit loose. But I don't know if this gives you some idea. I don't know. That helps you right there. Good looking watch, man. I love this like gold color, man. I absolutely love that gold color. Really, really cool. Let's go ahead and check out the Lume here real quick. Let me go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's kill this monitor. And then I'll tell you a couple other things you need to know about the watch. So So there you go. There's a little bit of a lume shot right there. It looks like the bezel is lumed, which I did not realize. Wow, really nice, man. Man, Spinnaker's been putting out some fantastic watches. Some really cool original designs, some fantastic watches in the last couple years. Look at that. Nice. Of course, this is Super-LumiNova. I don't know what grade. I apologize. I don't know what grade that is, but man, nice lume. Holy crap. Maverick flipped out when he saw this watch, guys. He wants this watch so bad for himself. I might end up giving it to him. He's really starting to show an interest in watches as well. Finally, you know, I mean, he has a channel named after him. I would hope he'd be interested in watches, but he's really starting to show an interest in watches, and he loves this thing, man. So I might give it to him. I'm not normally a fan of skeletonized watches, but because the hour minute hand are bigger, they're wider, it is easy to tell the time. Nothing really blends in with each other. It feels incredibly well built. Really, really solid built watch, which is very impressive. It is, again, for me, just a smidge heavy, but not not obtrusive. Like it's not going to weigh down my wrist or anything like that. But man, I like this thing. Now, a couple of things I'm going to tell you about this watch. You can get it over at Spinnaker now. The sign up period starts today. So when you're watching this video, which is going to be what Friday the 30th, the sign up period starts today. It actually goes live, I believe, on October 7th. Let me double check that real quick. October 7th, let me look here, press release, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, October 7th is when it actually goes live. Now, with that being said, you can head on over to Spinnaker's website and you can pick one up when they go on sale on the 7th for $465. I do have a long-standing code with Aviate and Spinnaker. So no matter which watch you get, if you went over to Aviate and bought a watch, you could get the same discount. I have a 15% off code. It's MAV15 off, and I'll put that down there on the screen for you. MAV15 off, either Aviate or Spinnaker, and you get 15% off your entire order. So I don't know. I think they might have had an extra code for this one. I'm not quite sure, but if I find that out, I'll put that down there for you. I'm trying to think of what else to tell you about this watch, man. If you're into nautical watches, you like dive watches, I mean, Spinnaker, even though they're technically considered a micro brand, they're not really a micro brand anymore. I mean, they're putting out a quality, refined watch now. I wouldn't even really call them a micro brand anymore, guys. I mean, these are nice watches. These are really nice watches. I wish I could have tried it on for you, but it was just taking forever to, unwrap all that plastic and stuff. And I know it's going to fit because I can just tell by the bracelet size that it's going to fit. So anyway, pick yourself up one. Again, you can sign up tomorrow, and then again, they go live on the 7th. Let me double check that just to make sure. I don't want to tell you anything. Yep, October 7th. That is correct. So anyway, go out there and, sign up to pick yourself up one. Again, they are limited to 600 units. I think, guys, that's for each colorway. And again, they come in what? How many different colorways? 4 different colorways. Let me see here. Yeah, 4 different colorways. You've got a stainless with a black bezel. You've got stainless with this like gold/bronze bezel. You've got a stainless in gold with a black bezel. And then you have an all blacked out version. So guys, that's been about it for this one. I really appreciate it. And as usual, make sure you like and subscribe if you like my content. I hope you do. I've actually got another review coming out. Was it Sunday, like my normal time when I normally post reviews. Super excited about this watch. I've been waiting for it to come out. Again, this is going to be the second release of this particular watch. It's a fan favorite among micro brands. People love this thing. And I finally got my hands on one, and I'm really appreciative, and I think you're really going to like it. So anyway, that's going to come out on Sunday, as my normal reviews always do. Guys, until then, that's been about it for this one. I'll see you on the next review, and talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.